It's one big TV show in there.
Hell no, DNC! We won't vote for Hillary! Hell no, DNC! We won't vote for Hillary!
The Democratic National Convention is trying to create a unified front, put forth a message that there is unity and satisfaction.
You're not done! No!
Keep the peace! Keep the peace!
This kind of violent act that we show on the screen right now, this seems like the kind of thing every media outlet would responsibly have to report.
I'm Rod Weber, the guy getting thrown to the ground. I got my head smashed pretty good that night at the DNC, and I had to go to the AMT after things got a little dizzy. But aside from some passing coverage from Fox News, the mainstream media pretended it never happened. No mention of riot cops, no nothing. Now, my presence there was no mistake. Over the course of the 2016 presidential election, I'd attended close to 200 events, and was myself covered in the news countless times more. But my reasons for attending might be unexpected. I had become known as Flower Man. I would have preferred Peace Man, but let's see if I can explain why.
We only live once! So give all the love you can! Peace and love. You've changed your mind. I've converted you. Do you believe in peace and love? No. Peace and love.
So, the weirdest part, there's all these kids sending me, there must be at least a couple hundred messages that I get a day.
Rod Weber, we love you.
Rod Weber, I love you.
Rod, I would gladly give love to the universe if I could just smell one flower in your beard!
I thought maybe the world had gone insane.
Your reality is splintering. There's no splintering.
I'd been passing out flowers as performance art, and thanks in part to Vine, my videos were all going viral. There were flower beard tributes, and fan drawings, and even my image burned on a piece of toast.
Yeah, it's okay if you're on this side of it.
That side? I gotta stand right here?
You're awesome. You're looking great.
It was great to have the support online, but with some of my videos reaching close to 1 million views, I felt like it would be wrong not to ask the question, how can we make the world better? Hugs are always good, but the dawn of camera phones was beginning to open people's eyes to injustice. It was virtually everywhere. So, I just kept at it and continued to think of creative ways to ask the question,
How can we make the world better?
There's a spiritual master, there's a sage, which I take a lot of cues from, who said that do things that nobody else will do. It helps us to expand our consciousness.
Do I have the job now?
This is a device that will bring world peace with our beards. Your beard, mine.
Speak for the camera, Captain. You're mine, your whiskers are mine. Audio.
Our whiskers are mine. I will rule the world once I have the spiritual antennae of this flower prophet.
What we're up to is Performance Art Phase 2 with Rod Weber and John Hartman as Analog Man. Doing some thought-provoking type stuff and taking people outside of the ordinary significance of their life.
Tell me. Tell me. How can we make the world better, my friend?
I think you can make the world better by working together in a sharing way.
Nami Horengekyo, Nami Horengekyo, Nami Horengekyo. You look like Abe Lincoln on acid. Peace and love, peace and love.
It was silly, but that was the hook, and I thought just maybe it could be used as a platform to wake my young audience to what was going on in the world. So I took my message to the road in the hope that I might be a window into a larger world that people weren't seeing when they turned on their TV.
Justice warriors!
We are the warriors!
We are the warriors!
Justice warriors!
Justice warriors!
We are the warriors!
We are the warriors!
Justice warriors!
We were measuring how far Mike Brown was from his shooter.
It's 24 yards. That's where the fucking car was parked. I paced it off to the middle of that thing. It's exact. You're right on the edge of that circle. That's 24 yards to the middle of that. The fuck are you afraid for your life?
8 shots fired.
Oh, he dumped the entire thing. There was 12 and it was empty.
I'm sorry, 8 shots hit him.
Freddie Gray was yet another African American who died a seemingly needless death in the custody of the police at the time. So I climbed to the top of the highest building in tourist Hollywood and wrote his name 24 feet across.
Barely see it, but there it is.
How do most of the people vote in here? We got any Bernie Sanders supporters here?
Okay. Flower for you, sir. Okay. Can you tell me what peace means to you? What does peace mean to you, and why is that important?
Peace means I think of the world.
Peace is always important.
Peace to me means no hunger and no want.
Peace means to me equality for all.
Peace means harmony in the absence of war.
Thank you, sir. Great job and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Anyone else want a flower? Flowers for you. Flowers of peace and love.
That isn't peace. It's a lie from hell. Just want your flowers, man. We're dressing like normal people right now.
What is normal?
We're claiming the word of God.
See, right now that's mean-spirited.
We seek intelligent life.
Scanning.
We seek intelligent life.
Scanning.
We seek intelligent life.
There is none.
Well, let's try some quote-unquote normal clothes.
I'm here in the state of Washington at the Capitol. Let's go inside and ask the governor, how can we make the world better?
You can leave a letter.
That would be great.
What are you doing?
I'm passing out flowers.
For what?
For peace and love. Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love.
Well, I'm acting on
This
the
is troubling.
Is what
Giving
troubling.
away flowers for peace and love?
Some people it is troubling to them.
Oh my goodness, they're warmongers?
Yeah, what's going on? I'm a political animal. I've always loved politics, although it's funny. Maybe I love politics so much that I can't work in it. It's like one of those jobs where you instantly, you take all your idealism and three weeks later it's been sucked out of you. And if you really are idealistic...
That's politics.
Well, but if you're really idealistic about politics,
well,
you can't get in it.
You gotta wear a top hat and flowers.
I guess that's it.
Based on this very cynical view, I decided I better make one quick stop at the local Comic-Con and grab some quick celebrity endorsements for peace. Then, off to the campaign trail.
The one I particularly liked in the 60s was Make Love, Not War.
Make love, not war. Flowers for peace, baby.
Flowers for peace.
Okay.
I'm a little old for that one now, and it didn't really work.
Piece of what?
Piece of cake.
Flowers for piece of cake.
There was Worf from Star Trek, Admiral Akbar from Star Wars, William Forsythe plays tough guys, and 1980s Incredible Hulk. Except he's a Trump supporter, so he wouldn't take a flower.
On a day like today, I'm not necessarily a weirdo. I'm just showing a team spirit.
Rick Perry! Rick Perry!
You want a Rick Perry sticker?
Sure. Are you gonna win this time?
Yes, sir.
You are. The glasses make you look smarter, baby.
We're not just practicing.
It's the glasses.
Which candidate are you with?
Just in general.
Why do you do this?
Yeah, it's fun.
But I'm not standing here looking suspicious. Everybody's looking at you saying, who is he?
Why do I look suspicious?
You think that outfit is a little weird?
Well, how is it weirder than your outfit?
Mr. Bush, can I give you a flower? Peace and love, man. Take care, bro. What are you going to do to make the world more peaceful?
Pray a lot.
Pray a lot. All right, I love it. Can I give them to you?
There you go. I need to get a hug from you, though.
Oh!
There you go, Jen. Give a hug.
Oh, thank you, my man. Thank you. We go way back.
Yeah, since Saturday.
I want 20 prayers, though, man. 20 prayers for peace.
20 prayers for that
Okay.
flower,
All right.
Ken.
Go to see Jeb here in Iowa.
Man, you are everywhere.
Am I?
That is impressive.
This man was in New Hampshire with me twice last week, and this is like great to see you, bro.
It's awesome to see you.
So,
And then the media went nuts.
Well, the presidential race in full swing. Candidates are taking to the stump with their respective messages, but it's not just the candidates getting out there.
Yeah, one man with a whole lot of facial hair and a lot of flowers, surprising the candidates, trying to see what they're really like.
One particular crowd member really made a lasting impression.
And while some candidates are interrupted by hecklers, Jeb Bush was interrupted by a peace activist.
Bush said candidates should campaign with a smile. That's an idea embraced by Rod Weber.
Boston political activist.
Peace activist and filmmaker, a.k.a. the Flower Guy.
We're honored that you're here, Flower Man. The flowers are part of what? What is the routine that you've got going on out there?
So I started to bring a flower around to all the candidates as a symbolic gesture that should they become president, that there'd be peace over their term.
By now, Rod Weber has become a fixture of the campaign trail.
I wondered if I could offer you 20 flowers for peace. You were in New Hampshire.
The Boston man, who you see here in the top hat, has followed Bush and other Republican candidates on the campaign trail.
Weber shared a prayer for peace.
Can you give me a prayer for each one of those flowers?
It's an act that Weber hopes causes candidates like Bush to think.
Maybe I can get some of these ideas in their head.
No, because you offered 20 prayers last time. I did them. This is just for your wife. But I want you to do a prayer for peace with me right in here in person. Can you pray with me?
Yeah.
All right.
I hope this goes well.
I thought you were doing it.
We gotta get the story, your story. I need to know it. How do you live? You work?
Of course I work.
What do you do?
I make films. I do film and video. I'm able to travel around.
Okay.
So.
This is my friend Rod. He comes to a lot of events.
So I'm so glad that you prayed with me in Iowa. I'm so glad that you did that. So I'm going to throw you a softball. A little more Bible. Proverbs 22:9. Whoever has a bountiful eye is blessed, for he gives bread to the poor. Now, so I'm bringing that up because about a third of food that's made by the big companies in America seems it's rotting, and it's because of tax incentives. It ends up in landfills.
He's a good man. He comes to my events and he prays for peace, prays for the hungry, prays for the homeless. I have a hard time arguing against it, so kind of like the guy. So
I like you too. Can I give you a flower, Mrs. Clinton? Can I give you a flower? All right, put that down for me. One flower, one prayer? One prayer. Give me your prayer, buddy. Okay, let's do it. All right, so what are we going to say about saving the world, John?
I'm going to say that with the flower man, he's got the answers. He's our man. If he can't do it, nobody can.
Martin O'Malley, Flowers for Peace?
Flowers for Peace. Thank you.
It's like Super Friends.
Thanks a lot.
Governor Weld, what does peace mean to you?
It means freedom from interference with my life.
Is that why it's okay to dress like this?
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Thanks, man. Be good. What does peace mean to you?
What is peace?
Yeah, what is peace?
What is peace?
Peace is, I think, about relationships, about community. Peace is an affirmative engagement with the world.
I'm Vic Berger, and I fooled the world into thinking that I got a Jeb for Prez neck tattoo.
Vic came to my attention when he made a video of Jeb Bush wincing at my pitchy singing abilities. It definitely made me laugh, so I decided to meet with him at the old steel mill and talk about why clickbait is driving politics.
Yeah, they're great, yeah. And it gets the clicks, too, you know what I mean? Let's see, this crazy man. That's what it's all come down to, really, you know, like, that's the way news is, you know what I mean?
Give me more.
They will post a half of a video with a misleading thumbnail, and then the title will be crazy man. But then you go to it and you're like, oh, he's not crazy, or he's making good points.
I met a couple, Dave and Mary. They purchased a Donald Trump tour bus, but they took it and simply just put a period after the T, and it became the T-Rump bus. It had a stripper pole built into it. They left a stripper pole, and I think it says something about Donald Trump and where his head is at.
On the bus once was Donald Trump's, now the T-Rump. Like a garbage dump, he stands at his stump and he spews hate.
Oh. Did you hear that I'm running for president?
Can you tell me why you're voting for Trump?
He's our only hope.
Like Luke Skywalker? Do you think he can get rid of all the Muslims and Mexicans in one train?
No, I think he'd probably take two or three.
But do you approve of that?
We got to do something, dude. It's not going well.
So as fun as it was messing around with Trump supporters, I didn't know whether to laugh or cry anymore. One of my musical heroes had just passed away, and in discussing that with John Kasich and Ted Cruz, was able to make a new discovery and a new connection.
I want to offer you a flower. I give one of these to all the candidates.
All right, good, man.
In case you should become president, there'd be a peaceful term over your presidency.
Okay.
What do you think about God's rock band in heaven? He took David Bowie and now Glenn Frey from the Eagles. Hey, how do you feel of the Rod Weber?
Hey, Rod, good to see you. Well,
likewise. How do you feel of the rock band that God's assembling? David Bowie, Lemmy Kilmister.
Now that is an interesting question. I'm gonna leave
Glenn
that alone.
Glenn Frey too.
Look, there's some very talented artists. It's a shame to lose them, but it's all in God's hands.
When we lost Bowie, that was a blow.
All right, you're a good man.
Ground control to Major
Bowie.
Yeah.
Our circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me,
how
Major
about
Tom?
Take your protein pills?
Can you hear me, Major Tom?
Yes.
Of course, Governor Kasich wanted to play it off like he was too dignified to sing. But waiting in the wings, the governor had invited a click-generating puppet with a potty mouth to join him on his tour bus.
Well, I'm a Bowie fan.
Am I floating in a tin can far above the world? Like on cue. Planet Earth is blue. And there's nothing Kasich can do.
This is a presidential candidate. He's a Bowie fan, and I love Bowie, and I'm sad that he went away.
What is your vision for the exploration of space?
Well, I mean, it's all about what David Bowie sang about. Ground control to Major Tom. Help me. Take your protein pill. Oh, no, not that. Here we go.
Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
That's good, huh? How about that?
Far above the world. You invited it, man.
Only at a town hall in New Hampshire. Give him a round of applause.
After that, he asked me to play some Beatles.
Here comes the sun, global warming. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right.
The problem with solar energy, you know what the problem with solar is? If the sun doesn't shine, it doesn't work real well.
This is not what George Harrison said.
Oh, babe, this town rips the bones from your back. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. We gotta get out while we're young. 'Cause tramps like us, baby, we were born to run.
Governor Christie was mostly a good sport, even when he kind of stuck his foot in his mouth after I engaged him in a little scripture.
An eye for an eye, but we need to resist evil, and he who hits you, you need to turn the other cheek.
Who deserves a punch in the face? Oh, the National Teachers Union.
If you were punched, I mean, you turn the other cheek?
Well, it depends. You know,
But you're a believer. You're a believer in the Bible, right?
You can take any portion of the Bible, read any portion of it, and interpret it the way you want to interpret it.
Fred Flintstone lookalike contest winner Chris Christie.
Chris Christie took his tell it like it is campaign motto and told it maybe way too much like it is.
Take a look.
I'm a Catholic, but I've used birth control, and not just the rhythm method, okay? So, you know, my church has a teaching against birth control. Does that make me an awful Catholic?
No, it does not make you an awful Catholic. It makes you an awful Toastmaster. Those people are eating.
Chris Christie has no rhythm. And do you know what I used for my birth control? That picture of Chris Christie at that baseball game.
What's the way forward to a peaceful America, you know, to make the world better, as it says on the other side of my car?
That's right. So the answer to a better America is not in politicians. So just, you got to stop waiting for the knight in shining armor. We're the knight in shining armor. And then by we, I mean all of us. So just take action.
That's like a magic act.
It'll be Kim State 2016 and Trump's elected.
You mean that you'll shoot me? A flower for peace, sir. For peace. No? But it's for peace.
A fixture on the political scene, the flower guy quoted the Bible verse Timothy 3:2, then gave Trump flowers.
We want a strong nation. We want an imperial president.
I do. Bible verse. Bible verse. What's your favorite? It's 1 Timothy 3:1-7. Okay, it is noble to seek the office of overseer. However, he who does should be above reproach, sober-minded, not quarrelsome, only married once, and not a great lover of money.
Oh, boy. Am I in trouble?
What say you?
Am I in trouble?
And will you take a flower for peace?
Yes, sir.
A flower for peace, Donald. Will you take it?
Go ahead.
Going slow. Going slow. Going slow. Here it is. Here you go. Thank you, Donald.
Thank you.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What happened, man?
You really want to hear it?
I heard you. Well, I heard that you got kicked out.
You're gonna push me. Fuck out of here. Don't push me. Seriously, dude.
Is those security guys that ripped you up?
Do not touch me.
You need to shut the fuck up and shut down.
Listen.
You need to do it right now. You're making a mistake. Shut up. Don't say you're making a mistake.
People are hitting
Don't
me.
say it.
People are physically hitting me.
Okay,
Physically
nobody.
hitting
Don't
me.
touch it.
You're a piece of garbage.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, let me just say this. You're welcome at any of my events.
No, I get all that. And
So nobody's going to kick your ass here.
It's a private event. They've asked you to leave. If you don't, you'll be arrested.
I said, I'm nice, believe me. And I'm going to take care of people. I'm going to take care of women. I'm going to take care of men. I'm going to take care of the African Americans. Look at their employment rates. And I thought I'd take a couple of questions. They were asking, would I be able to take a couple of questions? So it'd be my honor. Go ahead, sir. Yes. Go ahead. Sure.
Mr. Trump, I was physically assaulted at your rally in Rochester. Can you address that? Can you solve that problem?
Go ahead.
I would like. Michael O'Rourke, here in New Hampshire, and I am impressed that you are here.
So I went to the mic only to be met by Trump's staff. Bear in mind, this was a multi-candidate event including Bernie Sanders and others. It was before Trump had Secret Service. The event had their own private non-Trump security. So Trump's people had zero authority, and the event committed this to me in writing after what is about to happen.
Crippled America.
You're here for the mic. You're not going to get the mic. Do I got to get a badge to get you out of here?
I was told the mic was down here, okay?
She does have a mic.
The mic! I was attacked at your Rochester rally, Donald. Hey, hands off! What's the deal? Come on!
I'm Allie Null. I'm Miss America's Outstanding Teen, and I travel across the country and teach kids about saving money, which is hard. Our government isn't even fiscally responsible. So, I'm asking every single candidate, and I've been willing to ask you.
In particular.
Yeah, of course. So specifically, what are you going to do about the $18 trillion deficit?
These two tight chips? Yes, they are. Can I offer you a flower?
2 months before, a homeless Mexican national, Guillermo Rodriguez, living in my hometown of Boston, was urinated on and beaten by two men evoking Trump and using racial slurs. The Consul General to Mexico, Daniel Hernandez Joseph, was overseeing the case, so I went to go speak with him.
After their arrest, my understanding is when they started boasting that they had done this because this was somebody Hispanic, immigrant, they referred to one of the candidates for the Republican nomination, Donald Trump, and said that he was right in his policies and in what he claimed, and that that's what basically inspired them. That's the implication, is that that's what inspired them to act.
Can you believe it? The Pope versus Donald Trump.
Donald Trump versus the Pope.
The Pope made remarks obviously referencing Trump and his Mexican wall.
He called it a humanitarian crisis that so many people have tried fleeing their homes to get into the United States.
And His Holiness said, quote,
a person who only thinks about building walls.
Wherever they may be.
This man is not Christian.
Not a Christian.
Maybe I'm not a good Christian or something. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you. Because the Pope, who was terrific, and he was very nice, he issued a beautiful statement yesterday. Because honestly, Mexico said to him, we have this man named Trump, and he is stopping illegal immigration, crime, drugs, and everything else. But they didn't say crime, drugs. They said he is stopping our people.
The Pope is right. The Pope is right, Donald.
So look, we have a protester.
Leviticus.
We have a protester.
Leviticus 1933 says that we should love all immigrants. All immigrants. And if we don't love all immigrants, then we're not following the Bible. Now, you can cry all you want, Donald, but the Bible says to love all immigrants.
They just told me it was the protester that turned the lights off. I love you. Thank you so much.
A protester managed to pull the plug off the lights. Really, there was actually someone who was up to no good.
Get him out. Get him out.
We were just on notice about it, okay?
Okay.
We're going to just keep an eye on you. Just
I'm not doing anything.
And you'll be fine.
I'm just cool.
Just let you know. Thank you. Just let you know if you do cause a disturbance, and we're going to have to escort you out.
Absolutely. I didn't cause one before.
Just letting you know, we're going to keep guys around.
So it's Trump's campaign that's harassing me.
Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to be a candidate to run for the presidency of the United States in the most extraordinary country on the face of the earth. Amen.
Dr. West, I've been dying to meet you. How are we going to achieve peace in 2 seconds or less?
Well, you got to bear witness. Bear witness. Yeah.
A meeting of worlds.
That's the truth. All right, Jeff, how you doing there, man?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good to see you, my brother.
Good to see you.
God bless you, man. God bless you.
Good to see you. Good luck to Bernie.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Alabama, home of the Confederacy and Southern-style racism. It's also the home of Mercutio Southall, the Black Lives Matter activist who was beaten up at the Donald Trump rally not too long ago.
For me, like, the biggest fear that I have is for things to stay the same. You know, like, and I got, you know, and I'm a black father, like, I got 3 black sons, you know what I'm saying? Like, and seeing the value that America places on, like, black males or whatever, that's like some scary shit.
You're never going to get across to someone who has been brainwashed into believing that they're superior and you're inferior to them.
I mean, it's reinforced, like, and that's something that people don't understand about, like, the black condition in America. Like, from the time that you were born in America, you hearing nigga, bitch, hoe, fuck boy, fuck nigga, shake that ass trick, like all that good kind of stuff. We devalue ourselves from, like, Jump Street, you know what I'm saying? So, like, and it's being reinforced on every level that there is, every level of media that there is. So the music is saying this, the TV shows telling us that we're nothing but side pieces, drug dealers, football players, or basketball players, and nothing in between. That's all. That's your options. You know what I'm saying? In the movies, we always the drug dealer, the thug, the robber. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Of course, Trayvon Martin understood this kind of discrimination all too well the night he was stalked and murdered by George Zimmerman. It had been 3 years since the shooting, and Zimmerman's latest venture was to team up with Andrew Hallinan, the owner of the so-called anti-Muslim gun shop. I didn't want to believe that everyone was irredeemable, so I grabbed some flowers to see what this was all about.
I was painting the American flag, and that's the caption, "The second protects the first," has a double entendre. I was painting the American flag when I heard of you getting sued by CARE. And I decided that I would do for you what the American people did for me.
Zimmerman said no, but an assistant brought me to a secret location so Hallinan could interview me. The assistant thought my beard was Muslim and wanted to throw pork at it.
What's going on?
Just double checking back, see if you talk to
your message. Come on.
I'm gonna go throw some pork at him.
High school dropout from Worcester, Massachusetts.
The Trump rally in Worcester was pretty interesting.
What is people's problem with Donald Trump? I mean, I don't understand. They think for some reason that he's racist. To call him a racist for wanting to go to the wall is very. I mean, I keep hearing that he's a racist, and I just see no data behind that.
I believe in free speech. You don't like the words I'm saying? Too fucking bad. All right? There's no such thing as hate speech, man.
Fuck Islam. God bless Donald Trump. Fuck Islam. Fuck Islam. God bless Donald Trump.
Fucking bitches, get a job. Go back to Mexico. If you don't like it here, go back, all right? If you don't like the country, get the hell out of here. If you don't like it, leave. And you and that thing, you can go back to fucking Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, go back home.
Best way to do that?
Kill them.
No, education.
They have low IQs, they have criminal genetics. It's the average IQ of African Americans.
95 to 100. No, it's not.
I was asked by Bill Johnson, who runs the American Freedom Party, to record some endorsements for Donald Trump, and I agreed to do so. There is simply no evidence for the view that every racial group is equally intelligent on the average. I mean, if, after all, you have a population with an IQ of 85, living in a society where that's the average black IQ.
Come on.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's a full standard deviation. That's right. Only 16% of blacks have an IQ over 100. I mean, all
that's
stuff,
nonsense. No.
Oh, no. If you look it up on even Wikipedia. You go look it up.
Do you have to be to work?
Whoa, peace! Peace, man! You just spat at that guy! Whoa, man!
He's getting arrested? Fuck Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives.
Stand over here, monkey. Yeah, you. Go stand with them.
Hey, man.
What?
Give me the camera back.
Try and take it.
Give me the camera.
Is not this death of Alton, is not the death of those police a wake-up call? Can we not have a sense of making sense in our life? This young man that did the killing in Texas is a product of our sickness. His ambition was to be a soldier.
Can you comment on the threat from these fringe groups?
We face the prospect of terrorist-directed attacks, terrorist-inspired attacks.
How do you distinguish between protesters and the possibility for actual terror or violence? I mean, how do you figure out who's a peaceful protester and who might pose a threat?
Tell me what you're doing out here and what this is all about for you.
We're just out here just in support of the city of Cleveland, support of the people, their right to protest.
It's Sean, right? Sean, I'm sorry. Remember me, Rod, from earlier? Let's make it peaceful. You guys are looking tense. I know about the 3%ers. They're the group of people who defended the country during the revolution.
I'm offended because the way he grabbed my flag.
But let's de-escalate.
Don't touch my flag.
Sean, my flag.
No, I bled for this flag.
I believe you.
Did you bleed for this flag, sir? Did you bleed for this flag? Don't touch it like that. You did? No, sir. Listen, what branch?
Don't talk again to them. Thank you. Sean, I just want to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let us get him up.
Come on, people. Let's have a little bit of fucking niceness.
Give love, move love.
Yeah. If you officers want love, you gotta give love. Okay? You gotta love these people. If you set up an oppositional, anti-thing, what do you expect?
You come dressed for a riot might happen. But you guys are doing real good. And I love you and respect for everyone. Respect for all of humanity.
Let's just cover this and just try to document what's going on. You want to see George Soros and the globalists? The destabilization of this country. This is it.
That's why we're here to stand in defiance of the BLM and the New Black Panther Party and all these groups promoting violence, and they're implying the local police officer is some type of terrorist and that it's justice to kill him like our president's been pushing.
I don't think the leftists are all violent, Alex. I think that's an exaggeration. There are some for sure, but to say that
Ladies and gentlemen, Infowars.com is here to expose the tyranny of the globalists. You're not going to start a civil war in this country.
No one wants war. We want peace.
Hillary for prison. Hillary for prison.
Hate is not the way. Hate is not the way. Hate is not the way.
The hate of George Soros, the hate of Obama saying kill cops is not the way. Nazi scum! 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 Nazi scum!
Police are being attacked. While they're getting me out of there, they're being punched and things are being thrown at them. Urine. There's supposedly video already out. They're throwing buckets of piss on the police.
And feces.
And feces, excuse me. You can't make who does this?
We're looking at terrorism, domestic and international.
Police suspect the demonstrators threw bottles of urine at law enforcement officers at an RNC demonstration, an allegation these out-of-town protesters deny.
It's like you're actually now going door to door, actually trying to intimidate American citizens from exercising their First Amendment rights.
I met up with some folks last night who I hadn't met before, but it was a friend of a friend, and we needed a place to crash. And we went to sleep at maybe 4:30 or 5. It was a late night, and it must have been around 8 a.m. I heard
some kind of banging, and I'm like, noisy neighbors. Oh, damn, there's some FBI, shirts over there. Homeland Security.
It's just the FBI. Yeah. That's the FBI.
I wake up and I hear like a pounding in the door or whatever, and I actually, my friend Dave was actually staying with his knee, falling asleep on the porch.
And I look up and I see FBI and Homeland Security and was the ICE and whatever else guys.
I'm trying to put my pants on as they're coming in, and drop your pants!
Step out! Step out! Step out!
Put my pants on.
Step out, please.
Can I put my pants on? Can I put my pants on?
I'm asking you to step out.
Okay. So, with the pants or...
Would you please?
Can I please put my pants on?
I don't know what's in your pants.
God.
Step
My
out,
pants.
please.
Really?
Sir, I'm asking you to step out, please.
They're looking around, they'd see, they're like these antique bandolero on something, and one of the cops goes, that's 815 ammo over there.
This here?
This bullets?
Yeah, it looks like AR-15.
They walked into the house without a warrant.
And I told them multiple times I did not give them permission to enter. I told them multiple times I did not give them permission to enter, that I was not the homeowner. I just wanted to get absolutely crystal clear.
Just woke up to a pistol in my face held by a plainclothes officer.
Your hands. Elyria police. Come on, get out of bed now. Get out of bed! I'm not going to tell you again, or I'm going to come get you out of bed. Get off! Say, come out here! You know what's going on. Get out here!
I mean, they thought they were getting robbed. This guy was in plain clothes. He was in a t-shirt and jeans. He looked like a freaking gangster. And he basically, and then you see on video them leading these American citizens out of their own house with their hands up. And the chief of police was the one that actually you see taking them out, holding a gun to their back. I mean, in their own home.
But out there that was in here know who the owners or where they're at. So get outside. Walk out. Walk out.
We know that one of your group was throwing bottles and feces at our officers, assaulted us. I'm like, whoa, what?
The closest that I engaged in anything like that is drinking some water. I gave away some flowers. Is giving away flowers illegal at this stage?
It is not illegal, sir, but you know what's illegal? Tossing stuff at police and other individuals.
And in the end, they just had to let us go because they had absolutely nothing. And I kept saying, you got nothing. You know you got nothing.
All right, thank you for your time. Appreciate it, thank you. Sorry to scare you, but...
Hey, I'm not afraid.
No, we did nothing wrong.
No, you should be, but the fact is, people in this location did something, so...
What do you think everyone actually did?
I explained that numerous times, sir.
But throwing bottles doesn't seem like bringing down 20 guys with guns and SWAT jackets.
How many people do you have in the house?
Again, I don't know.
Exactly. Be safe. Please be safe.
I am. You know, I mean, if you know me, I'm the guy who's been passing out flowers to de-escalate things.
Thank you for
and
that.
calling out to help
Appreciate
the police, help the protesters too.
And we appreciate that, but the fact is, people in this location did quite the opposite.
That would be unfortunate.
That would be unfortunate.
I just don't. Again, it's a maybe. It's a big maybe.
That's fine.
I really hope nothing like that happens.
Oh, and they lied about it too. They got contacted and they say, oh, no guns were drawn and we didn't enter the home.
During this raid, officers actually entered the home with weapons drawn and did so despite not having a warrant.
Officers defend their tactics, arguing they had every right to enter the home.
It was a protective sweep, that's all it was. No search was conducted. There was no warrant that's needed for that.
I was giving out hugs, giving out flowers.
Thank you for
that. That's me, and speaking on the behalf of the police.
That's really what it is.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll continue to do so. So, all right, you guys be peaceful.